independence from the old Soviet Union. This Ukrainian woman in Belgium.
We all believe in our victory, and we really need Europe to still support us and to stand with us till our victory, to celebrate together.
Independence Day celebrations banned in Ukraine amid worries about stepped-up Russian attacks. And ABC's Andrew Dimbert says
growing concerns about the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant in Ukraine, Europe's largest nuclear plant. Video circulating online shows a plant employee local officials say was killed in Russian shelling outside the facility. Ukraine says Russian attacks have damaged part of the plant and briefly cut off power.
About 45 million Americans may see their student loan balances go down soon. President Biden today expected to sign off on forgiveness for up to $10,000 in student loan debt. Some Democrats, though, say not enough.
The NAACP saying, if the rumors are true, we've got a problem. The group warning the president that many student loan borrowers elected him and suggesting $10,000 in relief, quote, is not how you treat black voters who turned out in record numbers. Meanwhile, experts say the president's action could face a legal challenge.
ABC's Derek Dennis. Primary day in Florida, setting up a governor's race between a former governor and the current one.
Former Republican and now Democratic Florida Congressman Charlie Crist won his new party's primary to get his old governor's job back, saying Ron DeSantis isn't fit to stay in office.
He won't condemn hate or extremism, like the Nazis running around our state waving his flags.
Republican Governor DeSantis says the race is about his party against liberals.
We are not going to let this state be overrun by woke ideology.
Andy Field, ABC News.
You're listening to ABC News.
Have you ever thought you'd like to buy and sell houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? My name is Ron LeGrand, and over the past 40 years, I've bought over 3,000 houses without using my money or credit and taught thousands to do the same. Today, even in a virtual environment, we buy nice houses in nice neighborhoods using no banks, realtors, contractors, or other costly entanglements, and build huge cash flow and wealth without the hassle of tenants, all without credit and little or no money. You don't need a license or experience, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. Text OFFER to 99799 and I'll send you my free training. I promise I'll change the way you think about real estate and open the door to a new lifestyle that doesn't involve risk or rehabs and can quickly replace your current income. Text OFFER to 99799 and let me show you how to take your life back and build cash flow and wealth from your home. That's OFFER to 99799. Again, text OFFER to 99799.
A Johns Hopkins professor who teaches his students about housing discrimination now says he can give a lesson from his own life. It all started when he and his wife, who are both black, tried to refinance their home.
Dr. Shani Mott and her husband, Dr. Nathan Connolly, had their Baltimore home appraised last summer.
The number came back at $472,000.
With that valuation, their refinance loan was denied.
This is racism.
Right.
Because we had done the research.
To test that theory,
we had a white colleague meet the new appraiser at the door.
They had the home appraised again.
Appraisal came back, I want to say, within the same week.
Yeah.
At $750,000.
That new valuation, nearly $300,000 more than the original appraisal.
ABC's Rhiannon Alley, the couple suing both the appraisal company and the loan company. Loan Depot, which denied the refinance, says it strongly opposes discrimination. The husband of Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, getting a sentence of 5 days and 3 years probation for his drunken driving arrest in California. But with time served and a promise of community service, Paul Pelosi will not have to spend any more time in jail. And college football coach Nick Saban is on top again. His new 8-year contract at Alabama, worth around $94 million, makes him once again the highest-paid college coach at a public university. This is ABC News.
I was 53, divorced, and ready to get back out there. I was unsure about dating sites, but I signed up for Silver Singles and quickly met Lily.
Mark and Lily rediscovered the romance they deserve on Silver Singles, the secure dating site for 50-plus singles who know what they want.
Lily's a lover of the great outdoors like me, and we instantly connected over it.
If you're like Mark and want to rediscover that feeling, sign up today at silversingles.com/love. That's silversingles.com/love.
Richard Cantu, ABC News.
It's the time of year to come to NC Tractor for the selection of Massey Ferguson tractors and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. NC Tractor gives fantastic customer service, the best discounts possible, and it's a locally owned business. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue is helping to make outdoor work more enjoyable. Shouldn't you have something that you can be proud of for a long time? Massey Ferguson and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Come look them over. 299 Railroad Avenue, Rutherford. That phone number is 288-0395.
We're tracking beautiful conditions as we head throughout the day. We're going to see a lot of cloud cover to start, but by the afternoon we'll turn partly cloudy and we'll see a lot of sunshine in a few spots. Those areas where we get more sunshine, we will likely see warmer highs. So we're heading into the upper 80s and the lower 90s today. By tonight we're down into the upper 60s. We do have highs in the upper 80s for tomorrow with a better chance of showers and perhaps a few thunderstorms south. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
66 degrees currently and cloudy skies right now. It should be clearing out of here pretty soon and becoming partly cloudy with possibly some isolated showers this afternoon, getting up to about 88 for our daytime high. Now we'll have these death announcements. Eunice Cooper, age 68 of Shelby, passed away Monday at Peak Resources in Shelby. A private celebration of life will be held for the family. Burial will be at the Spindale City Cemetery, and Harrelson Funeral Home is serving the family of Eunice Cooper. Albert G. Waldrop, age 75 of Rutherford, passed away Saturday, August 13th at the Upstate Community Hospice House in Spartanburg. A service to celebrate Albert's life will be announced later, and Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services in charge of the arrangement for Albert G. Waldrop. Osteen Ledford Medina, age 61 of Ellenboro, passed away Monday, August 22nd at her residence. The funeral service will be conducted at 2 o'clock Friday, August 26th at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel. Burial will follow in Gants Grove Baptist Church Cemetery. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service time at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services serving the family of Osteen Ledford Medina. Joseph Randy Newton, age 67 of Forest City, died Saturday, August 20th at his home. The funeral service will be held 1 o'clock Thursday, August 25th in the Pageant and King Chapel. Burial will follow in the Cool Springs Cemetery. The family will receive friends from 4 until 6 o'clock Wednesday evening at Pageant King. That'll be tonight. Pageant King serving the family of Joseph Randy Newton. Mark Christian Widener, age 51 of Spindale, passed away Friday, August 19th at his home. The family will receive friends from 1 until 2 o'clock Thursday, August 25th at McMahon's Funeral Home. The funeral service will be held at the funeral home at 2 o'clock Thursday. Burial will be at Southern Baptist Church Cemetery in Rutherford following the service. McMahon's Funeral Home and Cremation Services in charge of the arrangements for Mark Christian Widener. Jack Holt Husky, age 69 of Cliffside, passed away Friday, August 19th at Hospice of the Carolina Foothills in Forest City. The visitation will be from 1 until 2:30 on Saturday, August 27th at Eggers Funeral Home of Cliffside. The rescue prayer and Masonic rites will be given at 2:30 following the visitation in the A.C. McKinney Memorial Chapel at Eggers Funeral Home, Cliffside. Burial will be at Cleveland Memorial Park in Boiling Springs, and Eggers Funeral Home of Cliffside is in charge of those arrangements for Jack Holt Husky. Don Tony, 82 of Rutherford, died Sunday, August 21st. The funeral will be conducted at 2 o'clock Sunday, August 28th at Crestview Baptist Church. Burial will follow at the First Broad Baptist Church Cemetery with Masonic rites at the grave. The visitation will be from 5 until 9 p.m. Saturday at Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Home. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service serving the family of Don Tony. Margaret Ann Black Cricket Rollins, age 80 of Cliffside, passed away Wednesday, August 17th at her home. The family will receive friends from 2 until 4 on Saturday, September the 10th at Eggers Funeral Home in Cliffside. Eggers Funeral Home in Cliffside is serving the family of Margaret Ann Black Cricket Rollins. Reverend Dr. Phil W. Dunford celebration of life ceremony will be held August 27th at 11 a.m. at Columbus Presbyterian Church in Columbus, North Carolina. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. Complete information can be heard this morning at 11:35 And then again at 5:10 as part of the afternoon report right here on WCAB Rutherford. Here's Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, many timeshare owners are very upset because their yearly dues have nearly doubled. Well, Lone Star will guarantee the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. With their A-plus rating at the Better Business Bureau, clients know that Lone Star Transfer is a company you can trust. For a free consultation, please go to LoneStarTransfer.com or call 855-551-7066. On this Wednesday, one of my favorite sayings is people believe what they want to believe. Often facts and reality have little to do with beliefs. For example, I believe in God because I think that's a positive thing. Christianity clearly defines human behavior, and if you do good, you are rewarded eternally. That sounds like a positive motivator for the planet, so I'm on board. I want to believe. In politics, it's similar. Conservatives versus liberals. Republicans versus Democrats. People believe certain things they think are best for them and the country, so they vote that way. Sometimes logic and problem solving have nothing to do with it. Recently, I read an interview with economist Lawrence Summers, the former president of Harvard. He is a driving force behind President Biden's attempt to make a comeback. Mr. Summers believes Biden is competent and is helping him. But the president is not competent. The country is a mess. So why would a very smart guy like Summers believe otherwise? Well, maybe it's because he's liberal and doesn't want to devour his own. But there could be another reason. Dangerous outcomes. Summers sees the rise in populism, read Donald Trump, as far more injurious than incompetence. And he himself uses the phrase dangerous outcomes. I dissent. I want good governance, policies that strengthen the nation. Not scared of Trump. He promoted prosperity. So Summers and I disagree. That's fine. Back after this. AMAC is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits, insightful news, and a magazine full of uncensored content. They are pushing back against efforts to defund the police, weaken the borders, and corrupt our youth. But they need your help. Please stand with AMAC at amac.us. That's amac.us. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
With the division on the line and the playoffs charging in, you won't want to miss a minute of Atlanta Braves baseball.
High fly, deep to left, forget about it for Austin Riley. A blast to left.
This afternoon, the Braves wrap up their trip to Pittsburgh as Matt Olson and the Braves face off against the NL Central Pittsburgh Pirates. Braves radio's on the air at 11:20 Eastern, 10:20 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
100.9 FM and 590 AM. The best of both worlds. This is WCAB Rutherford.
When Ed Crawford came to Ellsworth, Kansas in 1873, he served off and on as an Ellsworth policeman. The sheriff was Chauncey Whitney. On August 15, brothers Ben and Billy Thompson were in town. Both were known as hard cases, but Billy was also crazy. Although Sheriff Whitney was a friend of the Thompsons, Billy got mad at him and shot and killed him. Obviously, Billy bugged out of town. The incident so infuriated the mayor that he fired the entire police force. Since at that time Ed Crawford wasn't on the force, the mayor hired him as a replacement. Because the Thompsons were Texans, and Texans were known troublemakers, there were hard feelings against Texans. Townspeople even talked about forming a vigilante group. One of the people on the vigilantes list was Cad Pierce. On August 20, 1873, Ed Crawford and some other men were in front of the general store when Tad Pierce and some other Texans came by and started bad-mouthing Crawford. Before long, Crawford and Pierce were facing it off. Crawford ended up killing Pierce. The mayor didn't like what happened, so he fired Crawford. Under threats from the Texans, Crawford left town. 3 months later, Crawford returned a different man. Drinking heavily, he fired into a room that contained Tad Pierce's brother-in-law. Wounded in the hand, the brother-in-law emptied his pistol, hitting Crawford 4 times. But that wasn't enough. Other Texans joined in, and Crawford ended up with 18 slugs in his body. Now, that's really getting fired. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Wondering about what to do for lunch or dinner? Well, Jesse James Railroad Express has that solution. Enjoy their fresh and delicious burgers, garden salads, specialty hot dogs, beef dogs, or a refreshing milkshake or ice cream cone. Tuesdays only, get a hot dog with mustard, chili, and onion for only $1.24 each. And effective September the 1st, new hours, Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 5, closed Sunday and Monday. Every Wednesday special, the Carolina Express Burger. That's Jesse James, Railroad Express, 531 Railroad Avenue in Ruth. Just call 828-447-4644. All aboard the Jesse James Railroad Express. Now let's get started with our Call Around the County newscast on this Wednesday, the 24th day of August, 16 past 7 o'clock. Officer King is on the phone with you right now to give us that update from the Sheriff's Department. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Doing good. How you doing today, Jim?
Doing very well. A hump day Wednesday morning.
Yes, sir.
Tell us what's been going on.
In the past 24 hours, the Sheriff's Department responded to 210 calls for service. There were 15 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 203 incarcerated. On our incident reports, an Amanda Smith from Porsford Road in Spindale reported a larceny of a dog. Carpenter Mulch Products on Belt Court in Rutherford reported misdemeanor larceny of scrap copper. Randy Toms reported a breaking and entering, and larceny after breaking and entering occurred on Pine Street Extension in Forest City. Daniel Suey of Chesney, South Carolina, reported larceny of a motor vehicle that occurred on Doggett Road in Forest City. Angela Jenkins from TC Trail in Forest City reported a misdemeanor larceny. And a Chevis Duncan from Cove Road in Rutherford reported a breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. That's all on the incident reports. On our arrest reports, B. Shane Lewis from West Mountain Street in Rutherford was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Marquarvis Smith from Mays Road in Forest City was served with a failure to appear, received a $1,200 cash bond. Kelly Hamby from Law and Mill Road in Union Mills was served with a failure to appear, received a $500 unsecured bond. Hannah Harris from Ashland Drive in Ellenboro was served with 2 counts of failure to appear and also a misdemeanor probation violation, received a $5,000 secured bond. Devin Lynch from Dock Ridge Road in Union Mills was served with a warrant for communicating threats, received a $1,000 secured bond. Adam Ellison from Aiken Street in Forest City was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Joseph Blackman from Parish Road in Rutherford was served with 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $5,500 secured bond. And Marion Carnes out of Lawrence, South Carolina, was served with warrants for fleet elude, arrest with a motor vehicle, carrying a concealed weapon, and also simple possession of a Schedule 6 controlled substance. Received a $5,000 secured bond. That's all I have for today.
Officer King, I appreciate you. Thanks for the report, and you have a safe day out there.
Thank you, Jim. You have a good one.
See you now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
19 past 7 o'clock here on this Wednesday morning.
Did you know that approximately 34% of women worldwide are affected by urinary incontinence? But there is good news. You don't have to suffer anymore. Brock Family Care in Forest City is excited to introduce a breakthrough treatment for urinary incontinence called BTL Emsella. All you have to do is sit on the Emsella chair for 30 minutes fully clothed 2 times a week for 3 weeks, and your quality of life will significantly improve. Sound interesting? Then call 828-382-7282 to learn more about this amazing treatment, or visit our website at www.brockfamilycare.com.
Here's Jessica now with a report from 911 Communications Center for it's Wednesday. Jessica, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on that report?
In the past 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 471 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 75 EMS calls, law enforcement 210 for Sheriff's Office, 90 for Forest City, 4 for Lake Lure, 42 for Rutherford, and 42 for Spindale. Fire calls, Green Hill responded to a vehicle accident, Lake Lure responded to a fire alarm, and Rutherford responded to a motor vehicle accident. And that's all we've got today.
Thanks, Jessica. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye. Forest City Police are asking for the community's help with identifying a suspect in connection with 2 alleged incidents of indecent exposure that occurred at Walmart in Forest City. Witnesses say the suspect is a Hispanic male in his late 20s to early 30s. If you have information about this suspect or the incidents, please call the Forest City Police Department at 245-5555, 245-5555, and help identify this person, allegedly incident of indecent exposure in Walmart. Let's say hello to Ruby Taylor this morning. Get a report from Danieltown, SDO. Good morning, Ruby.
Good morning.
What's on your report today?
Well, the fire department didn't have any calls. And on my birthday calendar, I've got Jean Gordon, Judy Patterson, Cody Price, and Candace McDaniel having birthdays. And Mr. and Mrs. Chris Husky have an anniversary. And hope all these people have a nice day. Signs are in the heart today and tomorrow. And that's all I've got.
Have a good one, Ruby.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there. Now, Gary Wilson is up next, up in the Fairfield Mountains Fire District in Bills Creek community. How you doing this morning, Gary?
Doing good, Jim. How you doing?
Doing really good.
We just was.
I'll tell you, I love it.
No chance, no rain yesterday, and don't sound like much of a chance of any today, but for the next few days now, they're
if we could just box it
off the rain.
We could just box this weather up and hold it till December, or January. It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Even March.
Yeah.
But we had a pretty busy day yesterday. We had 3 calls yesterday, all medical calls. One of them was a fly out. Hopefully everything worked out okay for that patient. Kind of a busy day in the neighborhood. Bills Creek had run a couple of calls yesterday, so had us hopping there for a while, but everything worked out, got everything taken care of, and hopefully it'll be a quieter day today for everybody. And we're sitting on about 68 degrees this morning and clear skies and ready for another pretty day. Going to be about mid to upper 80s, so I'll take that any day of the week.
Well, I certainly hope you have a nice, quiet day and a safe day, and we'll check back in with you tomorrow.
All right, talk to you then.
See you, Gary.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherford.
And we're checking in with Bostic this morning, and DeVern is on the radio. Good morning, DeVern. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. Missed you yesterday.
know what was wrong with my phone. It just went berserk.
Well, we have those problems around here sometimes, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, up here in Bostic this morning, we have 68 degrees. Fire department had no calls, but always remember our fire department. Chase Ministries giving out food boxes today from 9 to 10:30. And bee supply stores located here on Depot Street. If you need any bee supplies, go by there. And the Blessed box is located right beside of it there. Drop a blessing off or pick up a blessing. And don't forget to take your kiddos out to the Bostic Park and let them enjoy it before it gets cold weather. And hope everyone has a wonderful day.
I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Be safe over there, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye. Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Look for all the new design 2021 F-150 at Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
It's 7:26 and temperature reading is 68 degrees. Let's head up to the Hudlow Fire District. And Mr. Bob Hodges welcome us in this morning. Good morning, Bob.
Well, good hump day morning.
It is indeed a beautiful morning to wake up to, isn't it?
That's right. You're looking mighty fine this morning.
Well, thank you. So are you.
Well, looks like we're going to have a good day then, don't it? Yeah, we're doing just fine up here this morning, Jim, and with the fire department, it's been quiet overnight. And I want to say happy birthday to Tracy Hall and Gene Gordon this morning. And also, this is the last full week of August here, so I'm going to be retiring here. Time to hang it up there.
Say what now? Say what? You can't leave.
I'm going to be retiring.
You can't leave a lot, dude, Bob.
Oh, Friday will be my last day.
Oh, well, you mean the 26th?
Do what?
You said August the 26th will be your last day?
Yep.
Oh, I
26.
I can't believe that, Bob.
Yeah, it's time to retire after 51 years there.
My goodness, what a run! What a run it's been, Bob. You've been very faithful over.
It's been a long time, man. So
I don't believe you've hardly missed any time at all, other maybe when you were going out of town or something. You've been very faithful over the years.
Yeah, well, we've been here a long time, so I think I'll get out and have a long vacation there.
Well, I can certainly understand that for sure, but maybe you can tap somebody to take your place up there. They'll never replace you, but they might fill in that morning spot.
Yeah, maybe somebody can take it over there, so and everything. But it's been nice being on all these years there.
Oh, yeah, it's been great. We can always depend on you.
Sometimes it comes time to hang it up there, so.
See what's on the other side, right?
That's right there, so it won't be long you'll be leaving either with it, so.
That's right. I'll be a couple more months and I'll be seeing what's on the other side too.
Yeah, so. Well.
You reckon this county can function without me and you on the radio, Bob?
Do what?
You reckon this county can function without you and me being on the radio? Reckon the county can function without you and me being on the radio?
Yeah, but Jim, it's really been nice talking to all of you. So
yeah. Well, you'll be with us tomorrow and Friday then, and Friday will be your last day, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, Bob, we'll give you a chance to relax a little bit, and I'll talk to you again in the morning.
Okay, Jim.
Thanks,
We'll
Bob.
see you.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Well, I sure hate to lose Bob. He's been a very faithful Trojan in this war of communications. 29 minutes after 7 o'clock.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Now, Cherry Mountain Fire District is our next stop. That's where Sue Price gives a report from. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Doing good. Hope you are.
Yes, indeed.
Well, good.
Tell us what's been going on.
Well, I think the fire department's been quiet. Hadn't had any calls from them, so that's a good thing. Well, let's see. I don't have any birthdays on my church calendar, I don't believe, for today, but on my personal calendar, I've got Clint Hauser and Doris Ramsey, so I hope they'll have a good day. And nothing on Fairviews for today. So, and I never did get first broads this month, so don't know anybody else that's having a birthday, but we hope those that are celebrating will have a really good day today and enjoy it. And in my announcements, the Piney Mountain Boys will be singing at the morning worship service at Duggins Creek Sunday, and everybody looks forward for them to come. And so far, that's the only announcement I have. We're going to miss Bob, aren't we?
We sure are. He's been a very faithful companion a long time. 40, what did he say, 50-something years?
51, I believe he said.
Wow, he started back with Charles Melton years ago.
Well, I guess it's time then. But we're looking forward to another good day, and I hope you'll have one, Jim.
Thanks, Sue. You have a good one as well, and I will see you back here tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Jim, have you seen Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
It's now 7:33. Time for some of you to be out of the shower now and get your clothes on, ready to go to work. I know you time yourself based on what's happening here, so it's about time for somebody to get out of the shower now. 7:33. Let's head up to Shingle Hollow. Tina White, good morning.
Good morning, Jim.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I remember when I based my morning on who was talking on the radio show, and if something got off kilter, I think, oh no, I'm running late, or
Yeah, I have a lot of people tell me that if we have one of those reporters happen to be off or something that day, and they lose track of time because they're doing something, whatever, at the time somebody's on. So it's like a time clock.
Yep. Well, I hope it stays that way, too, because
Yes.
I kind of like it. Well, it is 67 degrees up here in Shingle Hollow this morning. The sun's starting to peek over to Glenda's house. I like to see that. Fire department was all quiet the past 24 hours. We have a special anniversary today on Tiny Knob's calendar for Tommy and Mary Millwood. They are sweet friends of mine. I hope they're listening. I hope they have a great day. If you know them, call them, tell them happy anniversary. There are no birthdays on any of the birthday calendars for today, but I did miss one yesterday. On Pleasant Grove's birthday calendar yesterday, Miss Sybil Whitesides had a birthday, and I apologize for missing her yesterday. It was the Green Hill store got me off kilter.
That's right.
I'll blame it on that.
You were celebrating Green Hill store. You forgot it.
Yeah. So this Saturday, White House Community Clubhouse is having a country breakfast buffet and a bake sale. They invite everyone to come out. Again, it's this Saturday, October 27th, from 7 to 10 a.m. They have biscuits and gravy, eggs, pancakes, liver mush, sausage, applesauce, hash browns. There's also to-go plates available. It's $7 for adults, and this is at 5408 Painters Gap Road in Union Mills. It's a good breakfast. If you're hungry, that's where to go. You can get all you want to eat. And then we are having a revival meeting at Piney Knob Baptist Church. Starts Monday with Brother Leonard Fletcher. That's going to be the 29th, 30th, and 31st, 7 p.m. nightly. Special music nightly. So if you will, pray for our meeting and just come on out expecting. And everyone's invited. Again, that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, 7 p.m. each night. Come out, bring a friend. And that's all I have this morning that I know of.
All right, Tina, thank you very much. You enjoy your day and be careful out there.
Thank you, Jim.
I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
All right, it's 7:37 now. We still have 67 degrees, I believe it is now, 67 degrees. And we're making our circle around the county to find out what's happening. And we're going up next to Union Mills. And Ms. Callie is there. Good morning, Ms. Callie.
Good morning, Mr. Bishop. How are you on this wonderful Wednesday?
I'm wonderful.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Listen, you're retiring. Now, you see what you've got started. Now, here Bob's retiring, and I may.
No. We can't crumble our team all at one time.
Well, I've been doing this a long time, too. Not long as Bob, but I've been doing it a long time.
But we've been a team.
Yeah, we have. We've been a good team, haven't we?
Yes, the morning news team.
There you go.
I hate to see it fall apart.
Well, I don't know who's going to be taking over. I don't know, and even if they will do the morning report, I don't know.
Well, I hope they will. There's some good folks there in that Ludlow Fire District that might step up to the plate. I hope they will. Some of the departments a little shy about being on the radio, but it's never bitten you, has it?
No, hey, listen, the Lord blessed me with being able to talk to anybody. I can talk to anybody. It don't bother me at all.
Are you saying you have a gift of gab?
Yes.
Well, that's a good gift to have.
I don't meet strangers.
Yeah.
Never have.
Yeah.
It's just,
well, that's good. That's a good trait.
When I was real young, in school, I was bashful and shy, but once I became an adult and I realized, well, hey, we're all the same. God made all of us, and some's got this and some's got that, but we're all humans. And
that's right.
I thought, well, there ain't no need to be bashful, and I'm not.
That's a good attitude.
So
well, step beyond that. We're fear and intimidation. We can only be intimidated when we let ourselves be intimidated.
That's right. That's exactly right. I don't have a big old mansion sitting up here, and I don't have a 3-car garage, and I don't pull in $4 or $500,000 a year, but I'm richly blessed. My house is paid for.
How rich you are.
So, and my old clunker of a car's paid for.
There you go. There you go. We look
and I'm
around,
happy, so there you are.
we look around, we see all kinds of blessings, don't we?
That's exactly right. Well, let's see. I've got 64 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays or any anniversaries. But in ways of announcements, the Union Mills Learning Center, Friday, September the 2nd, 6 p.m., sub-sandwich meal, and the cost is $6 for the meal. 7 p.m. homegrown, opens for Possum Creek, no admission, but tip jar available for the band. And then the Kingsman Quartet will be in concert Sunday, August the 28th, 6 p.m. at Corinth Baptist Church. This is at 767 Pinehurst Road, Ellenburg. And everyone's welcome. And so far, that's all I got going on.
It's a song that we sing sometimes. When I look around and see all the good things he's done for me, I know I'm unworthy of them all.
That's right. We are unworthy, but I'm thankful and I'm blessed to have what I've got. I've got better than what I had when I was a child at home and growing up.
There you go.
There you go. I think I've come a long way.
Well, you look at it. You look at it in good perspective. A lot of people sit around and wish they were like their neighbor who has all those fine things, but I never
we don't know what kind of problems that neighbor has.
Well, you don't know how much in debt they are.
That's exactly right.
Well, listen, you have a wonderful day up there.
Well, you too, and we'll catch you later.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye now.
Bye-bye. Brittany Calley reporting. Well, I'll tell you, some people are now getting the word passed around. They heard us talk about it the other day. The Washburn store now has overalls back in stock. And they got the Roundhouse overalls from size 18 months all the way up to size 50. Now, somewhere in there, you've probably fit that category. So if you've been looking for a good pair of overalls, dependable, made in a good old US of A, why don't you go to Washburn store and check them out? You know, they've been headquarters for overalls a long, long time. Then they diminished that out, and now they got a brand new overall Roundhouse brand, and it is really popular. So go by Washburn store. Check the overalls out for you and your family and your boys and your girls and the little tykes, too. While you're there, just browse the store. What a great fun time that is each and every time you visit our good friends over at Washburn store between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic Sunshine Highway. Now we're going over to Ellenboro, North Carolina, US of A, and talk with Luther Gilligan. Luther Gilligan, good morning.
Good morning, you two. It's a nice day down here this morning.
Well, now
things are looking good.
Now that I've spoken with you, it's a nice day up here, too.
That's good. I'm glad. But it's quiet down here this morning. Nothing going on. Fire department didn't have anything all day yesterday and all night last night. Everybody just trying to get their gas and their biscuits and head on out to work for another day. So nothing else happening down here, Jim. You have a great day up there. We'll see what happens today, and we'll tell you about it tomorrow.
All right, Luther, thanks for keeping us posted. I'll see you next time.
Right, take care now.
Bye. Well, it leaves us time to celebrate birthdays and anniversaries for this 24th day of August. August the 24th. If you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary, call it to us now. Lou's standing by out there to take that call. 287-3356. 287-3356. That's the birthday line and anniversary line right straight to us.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Andrew Tisdale, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we focus what's important to you. We create a personalized strategy backed by our advice, our tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we partner together to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me at any time at 828-287-9197. We'll sit down, talk, and we're going to make a strategy that's right for you.
Thanks, Andrew. Now let's head over toward Granny B's with their cooking breakfast. Yep, she's cooking breakfast right now. You can get yours specially made the way you like it. Whatever, how many eggs you like to get, if you like them scrambled or turned over or picking up at you with the yellow, they'll fix them any way you want to. Or maybe an omelet would be your style. Maybe just some toast and cream cheese maybe, or maybe just like to have a delicious daylight donuts. Whatever your taste buds are, take it on over to Granny B's and see what they can fix for you. They're open Tuesday through Saturdays. Start serving breakfast about 7 o'clock each day. So they'll be glad to serve you.
Happy birthday.
I want to wish a happy birthday to Clint Hauser of Shiloh. He turns 46 today. Banjo picker Clint Hauser, working on a building. Birthday is today. Wishing him a happy birthday. Leo Lynch over in the Sunnyview is celebrating a happy birthday today. So Leo, have a good one and have many, many more happy returns. Now coming up in just a few moments, the Keys to Confident Living. We'll take you down memory lane with some classic oldies. At top of the hour, we got more stuff to talk about with local news from here and there. All straight ahead.
Paul Wharton tells about a Middle Eastern mystic who said, "I was a revolutionary when I was young, and all my prayer to God was, Lord, give me the energy to change the world. As I approached middle age and realized that my life was half gone without my changing a single soul, I changed my prayer to, Lord, give me the grace to change all those who come into contact with me, such as my family and friends, and I shall be satisfied. Now that I am old and my days are numbered, I have begun to see how foolish I have been. My one prayer now is, Lord, give me the grace to change myself. If I had prayed for this right from the start, I would not have wasted my life. It is easy to get all wrapped up in wanting to change other people when our greatest and most difficult challenge is to change ourselves. We look at ourselves through rose-colored glasses, what we would like to be rather than what we are. Flaws are easily seen in other people, but strangely hidden in our own lives. Jesus described this condition by talking about the person who was concerned about a speck of dust in someone else's eye, but had a large plank in their own. The solution was to get the plank out first so they could see the other situation clearly. Lord, help me be more concerned about changing myself before I set my sights on changing others. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living. Scripts for these programs are sold in book form by calling toll-free 1-888-333-KEYS.
With the division on the line and the playoffs charging in, you won't want to miss a minute of Atlanta Braves baseball.
News. I'm Richard Cantu. Independence Day under siege in Ukraine. 31 years ago, Ukraine broke from the old Soviet Union, and it has been exactly half a year since Russia invaded. ABC News Chief Foreign Correspondent Ian Pannell in the capital, Kyiv.
This really was a city of fear and dread. This day 6 months ago, we'd already had Russian missiles landing, and Russian special forces were even on the outskirts of the city. We were all bracing, really, for Putin's forces to try and sweep in and seize power. And it's incredible, really, what the Ukrainians have achieved, really against the odds. It's pretty much a tale of David and Goliath for many people.
The White House this morning officially announcing nearly $3 billion in new aid, weapons, and equipment for Ukraine. About 5 million people under alert in Mississippi and Louisiana with the storms that slammed Texas with record-setting rainfall now moving through. ABC's Trevor Alt in Jackson, Mississippi.
We are not yet out of the woods. This storm system has been moving very slowly over the region. We're expecting even more heavy rain today, and the flood watch is in place through the rest of this evening. And we got to mention this is all playing out here in Jackson as they have severe problems with their water systems. They've been under a boil water advisory here for weeks, so you have people who are staying home to get out of the weather who cannot safely drink the water from the tap.
The governor of Texas, after the storms there, issued a disaster declaration for 23 counties. Soon as today, President Biden could put a plan in the works to ease student loan debt.
Sources familiar with the plan say two things are on the table: forgiving loans up to $10,000 for people who make $125,000 a year or less, and extending the pause on federal student loan payments, which has been in effect over the 2.5 years of the COVID pandemic. Forgiving loans of up to $10,000 could make a big impact. According to data from the Education Department, this move would settle the balances for about 1/3 of borrowers.
ABC's Karen Travers. You're listening to ABC News.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681.
The jury is expected to start deliberating today in the federal trial over pictures taken at the site of the helicopter crash that killed basketball star Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 other people. Bryant's widow, Vanessa, is suing L.A. County for negligence after first responders snapped photos and videos and then shared them. One of the 3 Arkansas police officers under investigation after cell phone video appears to show them attacking a suspect is now facing complaints in another incident.
Crawford County Sheriff's Deputy Levi White is seen in cell phone video pounding Randall Worcester's head on the ground as 2 other officers kicked and punched the 27-year-old. Teddy Wallace has nothing to do with that case, but says Deputy White beat him during an arrest in July.
I had a bunch of abrasions all over my elbows, my knees, my legs were bruised.
Federal investigators have been sent to Arkansas to investigate claims of police brutality in the Worcester arrest. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
And some kids may not even be back to school yet, but this may be the perfect season to start your holiday shopping. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
With 12 days left until Labor Day, the end of summer sales are already here. Amazon, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, and nearly every other major retailer are rolling out pre-Labor Day sales. Experts say shoppers will likely find the best deals beginning this week.
Retailers with a glut of inventory being forced to discount everything. This is ABC News.
Staples has everything for school at great prices. So this year you won't go back to school. You'll be ready to move forward into art class.
A 4-foot replica of the Statue of Liberty using elbow macaroni?
With glue and art supplies from Staples.
By tomorrow.
Right now at Staples, 1-inch binders are only $1.99 each. Plus select backpacks are 50% off. Everything on your list at amazing prices. Staples, this year we're not going back. We're going forward to school. In-store only, ends 8/27, limit 30 on binders.
I'm Richard Cantu, ABC News.
It's going to be a seasonable afternoon with high temperatures heading into the upper 80s and the lower 90s. While most of us will stay dry, there's a chance of seeing some showers across our south and eastern counties. As we head into tomorrow, we have a better chance of seeing rain to the southeast, and we'll see our temperatures be a little bit cooler. We will see highs in the upper 80s for tomorrow afternoon. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
67 degrees currently, sunny skies. Looks like it's going to be another beautiful day in the neighborhood for this day. Maybe a possibility of a light chance of some scattered showers this afternoon, possibly some thunderstorms. It's not listed as high proceeds, but we'll see. It pops up sometimes unexpectedly, but we'll hope for a good, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Weather's such a nice day here in the neighborhood. It's a perfect day to go by Wayne's Lunchbox and have a meal. Would you agree with that, Wayne?
Man, any day is a good day to come by and grab you something there. So I definitely encourage everybody to. But, you know, it's been a while now. It's been about 3 weeks. Well, actually, it's 3 weeks today since I had my surgery. And we hadn't been running a lot of things that we normally did. But today, it's chicken pie day.
Hey, look out now.
Bringing that chicken pie back today. I know a lot of people, it's been 3 weeks since we've had it because I just haven't been able to get up there and get it done. But today we've got the chicken boiling ready to pull, and we're going to throw this thing together a minute and put some crust on it, and it'll be ready to roll here in just a few minutes.
I'll tell you. Can't beat it. Can't beat it.
No, that chicken pie is always one of our best sellers. And it's just, I mean, it's just a good chicken pie. I mean, there's nothing special about it, but it's just hard to beat an old good chicken pie. And then, you know, we're going to have some vegetables for you today. You can get you some green beans and corn or fried okra or pinto beans, anything like that to go good with it. And then it's not your favorite, but I'm sure it's a lot of people's favorite. We're not doing banana pudding today, but we're doing Butterfinger Cake.
Oh, wow.
The Butterfinger Cake's, again, one of our popular items for dessert. So I'm going to throw that Butterfinger Cake together here in just a little while. And so there's a lot of good things. You can come by and try all kind of things. You know, if you don't like the chicken pie, you can always get you a salad or a good burger. Just a good day to come by, and hopefully it won't be too hot by lunch. People can sit outside and enjoy the view.
We got those fans going out there anyway that's going to keep things stirred up, don't you?
Yeah, we try to keep those fans going. You know, when you're sitting outside, it's just, you know, it's one of those things. You're always going to have some activity with some insects and this, that, and the other. But we put 2 fans out there to try to keep a breeze going and to keep the air stirred up so that the flies don't bother people too bad. But the food will make you forget about the flies most of the time. But and they're not that bad. I mean, you know, with the fans blowing and all, it usually stays pretty consistent out there. So when you get a crowd out there and people get to talking and this, that, and the other, they sort of, you know, go their own way. So it's just a good, you can sit by the bar or you can sit down at the tables, either one. So you can come on out there and enjoy your lunch on your lunch break and then going back to work. And then before you know it, you'll be home.
Hey, let me ask you, do you have enough of that cake? Anybody want to take a big slice back to office with them and share it with their friends?
Of course, you know, I think what you should do is send somebody from there, Jim. It sort of sounds like what you're trying to do there is get them to come buy some lunch and then bring you a piece of Butterfinger Cake back. But, yeah, we'll have plenty. We usually have anywhere from about 20 to 25 pieces of that cake. But, you know, people can call that order in. You don't have to wait till you get to the restaurant. You know, you just give us a call. The girls come in at 10 o'clock, so after 10 o'clock, you can go ahead and start calling if you want to. And we have people do this all the time that, you know, want to pick their order up at 12:30 or 1 o'clock or whatever, especially with chicken pie, because a lot of people, they'll call it in early just to make sure that we have some left that we don't run out.
And what is that phone number, Wayne, to call?
It's 828-395-2225. So you can go ahead and call and place that order. And that way you'll secure your chicken pie and make sure we don't run out of it.
That's right. Well, I'm glad you're back at it, man. Glad you're able to get back at it.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks, and it's you know, I'm still having to take it easy. He told me, you know, I need to let that thing sort of completely heal. It might take 4 to 6 weeks, and I just have to, be careful about picking things up until it's completely healed. But again, I can't thank my staff enough. They've done such a good job for me while I've been out, and then they're still doing good because they come in and help me pick up stuff. And it's sort of hard, when you can't do things on your own like that, but they've done really well, and I appreciate all they've done. And my customers, it's been a little crazy with me not being there and not having certain things, but, hopefully we started back some this week and full blast next week. So we're getting geared up for our evening hours. Those start on September the 6th. We'll be open from 11 to 7, and from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we're doing meats and vegetables. We'll have 5 or 6 different meats, probably about 10 vegetables, and 3 or 4 desserts.
Wow.
So looking forward to that in the evening time, again, Monday through Thursday from 11 to 7, and that'll start September the 6th after Labor Day.
Okay. All right, Wayne, thanks for being with us, and thanks for improving so fast and getting back at it, because folks have missed you, and they know you behind every successful man is a team of good working ladies.
That's a definite fact, and I got a good group, and I'm sure everybody knows that. So they've been there without me. So they've done a good job, and I'm looking forward to getting back at it full blast and getting ready for these evening hours, and looking forward to the rest of the year coming up. Of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it's my time of year, and I love doing it this time of year and love the fall and winter. So looking forward to getting at it and having some caterings and just having a good time there at Wayne's Lunchbox.
All right, Wayne, thanks so much. You have a great day, and I'll see you next time.
All right, Jim, you too. Have a good week, buddy.
Bye-bye. That's Wayne Waters. Again, that phone number to call your order, and if you want to, is 395-2225, 395-2225. That's the number of Wayne's Lunchbox. After 10 o'clock, the ladies will be there to take your order, and you could pre-plan what you want for lunch. 12 minutes after 8 o'clock. News from here and there coming up in just a moment.
Did you know that approximately 34% of women worldwide are affected by urinary incontinence? But there is good news. You don't have to suffer anymore. Brock Family Care in Forest City is excited to introduce a breakthrough treatment for urinary incontinence called BTL Emsella. All you have to do is sit on the Emsella chair for 30 minutes fully clothed 2 times a week for 3 weeks, and your quality of life will significantly improve. Sound interesting? Then call 828-382-7282 to learn more about this amazing treatment, or visit our website at www.brockfamilycare.com.
Some stories from here and there follow up on the report the Sheriff Chris Francis gave us on Tuesday about the inmates that overdosed in the jail. This is a story from Scott Carpenter in the Daily Courier. A total of 4 male inmates at Rutherford County Detention Center overdosed on illegal drugs. According to the Sheriff's Office, the investigation into how the narcotics were brought into the jail is ongoing. 3 of the inmates were administered Narcan by officers and transported to Rutherford Regional Medical Center, where they were treated and released back into the custody of law enforcement. Narcan is a medicine used to reverse the effects of an opioid overdose. The 4th inmate was also administered Narcan as a precaution and remained at the jail. The inmates range in age from their 30s to their 50s. Officials said in a statement released Tuesday this investigation is still active and being conducted by investigators of the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division to determine how the narcotics were brought into the detention center. Captain Jamie Keever of the Sheriff's Office said several officers are working on that case. It remains unclear whether the inmates may face any additional charges, but that's the latest in the story on the inmates that overdosed in the jail. Meanwhile, over in Forest City, they're asking the community's help with identifying a suspect in connection with 2 alleged incidences of indecent exposure that occurred at Walmart in Forest City. Witnesses say the suspect is a Hispanic male in his late 20s to early 30s. If you have information about this suspect or the incidents, please call Forest City Police at 828-245-5555. I have no record of whether or not he was driving the car or walking, but suspect is a Hispanic male in his late 20s to early 30s. Forest City Police Department also asking the community's assistance in identifying a suspect who concealed merchandise at Food Line. The suspect is a heavy-set white female with blonde hair wearing a white shirt, jean shorts, and white strap sandals. She left the store prior to the officer's arrival in a white Honda Civic and stuffed some food down in her clothes, and they're looking for her. They got her picture. They just need to identify who she is. Folks, you got to understand, if you're going to shoplift in the store, rob a store, or any of these businesses, they got you on camera. I mean, they got your picture. There's cameras everywhere. You can't go anywhere hardly without your picture being taken, so why even attempt it? Because you're going to get caught. Snap, 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 smile, you're on camera. Well, through it all, though it will cost quite a bit, plans are solidifying for more major changes at the intersection of 2nd and Main Streets in Rutherford. The Rutherford Town Council recently reviewed new timelines for the streetscape project, which has an estimated cost of $1.6 million. The prominent intersection has already undergone major changes as the historic yet dilapidated building, most recently known as the home of Legal Grounds, was removed from the corner there at 217 North Main Street. The Rutherford County Courthouse is at another corner. Town-owned property is directly in front of the courthouse, sometimes known as the Hole, and now serves as a limited parking area. A business, Invigorate Skincare Solutions, is located at the other corner. Town officials have discussed various possibilities for the property across from the courthouse, including potentially constructing a new town hall with public meeting rooms and offices, and including some sort of public plaza. The Phase 1 streetscape will consist of new sidewalk, brick paver strips, street lights, landscaping, and street furnishings. It will also include removal of the stoplight as the intersection will be converted to a four-way stop. Officials hope funding can be secured this fall and in 2023. So there you go. As long as they don't put one of those circles, one of those loop-de-loop circles, they say that's a good thing, and they're going to have one with the new road that's coming through after the bridges and overpasses here in Rutherford. But I'm not convinced they're a good thing, but they say it is, and so I'll just be a good boy and abide by the law. There are some maps out that you may want to get a copy of. Some folks have already been by here to pick up one. They're these folding maps. I know you got maps on your phones and all those, but these are folding maps. Universal Advertising Associates have published a quality area street guide, and they're now available free of charge at several locations around the area, such as Harmon Hills Apartments, Carolina Business Services, Town of Forest City has them, Secura Express, Rutherford Regional Health Systems, Foothills Family Hardware, TD Bank, Town and Country Inn, and also right here at WCAB. You can stop by and pick up one or more of these folding maps where you got pictures of the streets and all everything around it. So stop by if you'd like to have one. The Sheriff's Report with Officer King is coming up here in just a few minutes. You know, there is a lot of misleading information about Medicaid eligibility. The Arledge Law Firm would like for you to know the truth. For instance, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your home. That's not true. Another one is, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. Again, not true. And this big one, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. Not true, not true, not true. Call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm and get free consultation and learn the truth. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify for nursing home care and not lose everything you own. It's worth a call to Arledge Law Firm at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherford.
This is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates, wanting to let you know that we have moved. Our new office is located at 245 East Main Street in Forest City. Come see us for auto, home, or your commercial insurance needs. Also come see me, Dwayne Hunt, for your Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, or prescription drug plans. See us at Insurance Service Associates, now located at 245 East Main Street in Forest City, or call 828-245-5301.
Smith Drugs of Forest City, we are continuing to offer the COVID-19 rapid testing and the COVID-19 vaccinations. Please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591 with any questions or concerns that you may have. You may also visit our website at smithsdrugsfc.com and schedule your COVID rapid 19 test or your vaccination. Again, if you have any questions, please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591.
Smith's Drugs of Forest City is offering the flu vaccines. You can walk in Monday through Friday or by appointment only on Saturdays. The Dream Station and System 1 CPAP customers, if you need assistance registering your recalled devices, you can call the Home Medical Department at 245-4591. And Smith's Drugs has a large selection of in-stock mastectomy bras, now half price. So come by our Home Equipment Department on West Main Street in Forest City. Smith's Drugs, 245-4591.
Well, the sheriff's report this morning was given to us by Officer King with the Sheriff's Department. We recorded it for broadcast at this time. And now here is Officer King.
In the past 24 hours, the Sheriff's Department responded to 210 calls for service. There were 15 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 203 incarcerated. On our incident reports, an Amanda Smith from Porsford Road in Spindale reported a larceny of a dog. Carpenter Mulch Products on Belt Court in Rutherford reported misdemeanor larceny of scrap copper. Randy Toms reported a breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering occurred on Pine Street Extension in Forest City. Daniel Suey of Chesney, South Carolina, reported larceny of a motor vehicle that occurred on Doggett Road in Forest City. Angela Jenkins from TC Trail in Forest City reported a misdemeanor larceny. And a Chevis Duncan from Cove Road in Rutherford reported a breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. That's all on the incident reports. On our arrest reports, B. Shane Lewis from West Mountain Street in Rutherford was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Mark Quarvis Smith from Mays Road in Forest City was served with a failure to appear, received a $1,200 cash bond. Kelly Hamby from Law and Mill Road in Union Mills was served with a failure to appear, received a $500 unsecured bond. Hannah Harris from Ashland Drive in Ellenboro was served with 2 counts of failure to appear and also a misdemeanor probation violation, received a $5,000 secured bond. Devin Lynch from Dock Ridge Road in Union Mills was served with a warrant for communicating threats, received a $1,000 secured bond. Adam Ellison from Aiken Street in Forest City was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Joseph Blackman from Parish Road in Rutherford was served with 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $5,500 secured bond. And Marion Carnes out of Lawrence, South Carolina, was served with warrants for fleet elude, arrest with a motor vehicle, carrying a concealed weapon, and also simple possession of a Schedule 6 controlled substance, received a $5,000 secured bond. That's all I have for today.
With the division on the line and the playoffs charging in, you won't want to miss a minute of Atlanta Braves baseball.
High fly, deep to left, forget about it for Austin Riley. A blast to left.
This afternoon, the Braves wrap up their trip to Pittsburgh as Matt Olson and the Braves face off against the NL Central Pittsburgh Pirates. Braves radio's on the air at 11:20 Eastern, 10:20 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
This is Gilbert with a reminder. Tax returns are due. If you haven't filed your tax returns yet, give me a call at 828-289-9300, and we're announcing our grand opening of our newest location at 704 Oak Street in Forest City. We now have 3 locations to better serve you: Tryon, Rutherfordton, and our newest location at Forest City. Give me a call at 828-289-9300.
That is a very interesting and entertaining show each Saturday morning with Gilbert Carmona. You really need to hear one time. You'll be sold on. He's got a very popular base of friends around the area that listen from all over the country as it's streamed on our network as well. So tune in Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, right after the Call Around News Report, and see what that program's all about. I think you'll find it interesting and entertaining. Now, our game of the week this week is Pine Lake Prep at Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. The other schools playing, Owen is at Chase, RS is at West Caldwell, East is at Tuscola. And the Braves are playing that night, but we'll have to pre-up that game for the Braves. Now, here's sports.
NCN Sports. Good morning. I'm Tony Rixby. Fernando Tatis Jr. apologizing for his use of a banned substance that led to an 80-game suspension. The Padres shortstop emotional when discussing his wrongdoing.
I have failed to every fan of this city. I have failed to my country. I have failed my family, parents. I'm really sorry.